So, E3 just passed, and I spent the last little while looking at all the footage of Fox in Smash Ultimate. To cut a long story short, while he did receive a few nerfs, I think he'll still be pretty good overall. All of the stuff I'm about to say is obviously super tentative, so bear in mind that I've also been counting frames like on hand camera footage, with items exploding and all that kind of stuff, so I may have just miscounted. I think it'll be interesting to look at the changes now, just to get an idea of the direction the dev team want to take Fox and the whole game in. So, changes. As far as I can tell, Fox's moves all hit on the same frame. Stuff like jab, dash attack, his tilts, standing grab, and his aerials all hit on the same frame as before. The first change that comes frame data though is in the end lag to his tilts. His up tilt and forward tilt both got nerfed by around 3 frames. I think down tilt might have got nerfed as well, just to go with that, but I'm not 100% sure as I couldn't find good footage of it. Fox's up smash had its animation changed to better match the total frames, but the frame data itself is unchanged. The animation looks like it has a bigger hitbox, but we obviously can't be sure at this point. Landing lag in Ultimate is probably the biggest thing that has been changed frame data wise. Everyone's frame data on landing lag is way better, like Gallon's Nair went from 17 to 10, Cloud Bair went from 14 to 10, because, you know, Cloud's back here and needed to have less lag on it. But Fox is no different, thankfully. His Nair went from 11 to 7, Fair went from 27 to 18, Bair went from 15 to 9, down air went from 25 to 17, and up air went from 22 to 13. Also, short up air and full hop down air both still auto cancel. The final change is a massive nerf to illusion. Its startup increased from 21 to 24, but more importantly, if you illusion and hit someone's shield, you just stop instead of passing through. I've heard reports that this is actually just a bug, but I personally really doubt it, because first of all, how the hell does that make it into the game? But also the people saying that it's just a bug are Nintendo reps who don't actually work on the game, so they can't be 100% sure, you know? There's a few other things that are less concrete, like from watching it, I think up tilt sends it a weaker angle to combo, and it looks like back air has a better hitbox, but I'm going to ignore those for now just because it's too early to be 100% sure. Also, up air does 19%, but I don't believe for a second that number is actually making it into the game, because I don't think they balance the damage numbers at this point. While I was editing this video, I actually noticed 2 other changes. It looks to me like whenever you jump and do an instant illusion, there's a set amount of distance Fox goes off the ground before the illusion comes out, which will overall increase its lag because it needed more nerfs on top of what it already had. But a buff I didn't notice until now is that it looks like Sour Spot down tilt, or what was Sour Spot down tilt, sends them up here, which could be really good for combos. Now that we have all the information about what the actual changes are, what do they all mean? Well, it's hard to be sure with an unreleased game that I haven't personally played, but I think Fox will still be good. The landing lag changes for Nair, back air and up air are all really welcome, allowing Fox to hit more buttons, and with up air specifically, he can do more potential juggling setups with landing up airs and stuff like that. But I think the main thing that will make Fox still good is that the engine looks really good for Fox. All characters have a maximum of 1 air dodge now, which can make Fox's frame trap game like genuinely just absurd. Grounded movement has become completely ridiculous in this game. I think Foxtrots are normalized at around 13 frames, even if it's not normalized, like Fox's Foxtrot in Smash 4 was 21 frames, in this game being 13 frames that's a big buff, but also you can cancel your full run into a neutral state in like 2 frames, which then allows you to dash in the other direction, or like do a turnaround up tilt, all that kind of stuff. I think that's why they nerfed Fox's up tilt preemptively, because Sheik's F tilt also got the same nerf, so they might have just nerfed grounded options across the board to accommodate for the fact that people can do grounded tilts and dashes and all that kind of thing out of runs. Fox's movement is what makes his neutral so good in Smash 4, so the fact that you can now approach safely or safer with and also threaten tilts should make him much better overall. The counter argument to this though is that in the build we saw, every character received massive movement buffs. March speed is just fucking ridiculous, jump squats are normalized to 3 frames across the board, even characters like Ike look really fast, and I may be wrong here, but to me, Fox doesn't look any faster in run speed. If this is true, it can mitigate the gap between him and other characters, because Fox's options in a vacuum aren't really that strong, it's the movement that makes them strong. So if that's less of a outlier in the game, it might be that Fox isn't as notable, but again, that remains to be seen. One weakness I'm very sure on is that Fox's disadvantage in Ultimate will be completely atrocious, because illusion off the ledge is completely unviable. It has higher startup on a recovery move, which means interrupting it will be easier, and also he'll only have 1 air dodge, so landing will be much harder. But as I said before, I think his advantage state is going to be even stronger due to only 1 air dodge, so hopefully that's enough to make up for it. Of course, I didn't play the game, and the 3 Fox mains who did, being Larry, XX and the Cat, all had negative things to say about Fox, so bear that in mind. Aside from that, there are some other things to note. Minimum shield time has been lowered from 11 frames to 6 or 7 frames, probably to accommodate for the new power shield mechanic, which I'll talk about very briefly. Fox's neutral, a lot of it contains just running forward and power shielding things. But because you don't power shield on shield startup anymore, only after 6 frames on release, that means that option isn't as strong anymore. In addition to that, they raised the release shield time from 7 frames to 11 frames, which is a significant nerf. That means if you do dash a shield, and then instant release and dash again, it's the same timing, but you spend more time vulnerable and you don't power shield. However, this nerf to shield could also be good for Fox, because with the lower landing lag values, he'll be able to pressure really well, because dropping shield takes longer. But again, that all remains to be seen, as I've said for everything in this video so far. And I think that about wraps it up. What do you guys think of Fox in this game if you've watched any footage? I'll leave a ton of links in the description below to all the videos I watched. I'm personally very excited to play Fox, and also all the other characters. The movement options in this game look fucking nuts, and I can't wait to try everyone out, especially Pichu. Holy shit, look how cute he is.